Let's see what's cooking. Let's get the facts. Let's see what's cooking. It's time for yoyomax12.
Hello everyone, today we're doing unicorn poop cookies. I received a request from a couple different subscribers to make these, and when I looked them up online, I thought they were so unusual and so cute that I had to give them a try. I did find some really great instructions on a website called Instructables, and I will put a link to that in the description box below so you can go check it out. For the recipe, you're going to need a basic sugar cookie recipe. There is one on that Instructables website. The one I'm using here in the video is the same cookie dough I used in my rainbow cookie video. A link to that will also be down below. So once you prepare your sugar cookie dough, you just need to divide it equally into the number of colors that you're going to make. You don't need to use the same dough I'm using. You can use any sugar cookie dough as long as it's the kind of sugar cookie dough that doesn't spread very much when it bakes, because you want a dough that's going to hold its shape after baking. Then place each portion in a bowl, and then you're going to add some food coloring to it to color the dough, the colors of the rainbow. I'm using gel or paste food coloring. You could use liquid as well, but it might make your dough a little bit softer. Stir it around so you get a uniform color. Continue dyeing all the rest of the dough pieces that way, and put it in the freezer for about 15 minutes just to chill it thoroughly, because it's a lot easier to work with if it's chilled. Now what I've done here is I've taken a piece of wax paper and I just taped it down to the countertop so it wouldn't move. And then after I chilled the dough a little bit, I took each portion out and then I cut each portion into 8 segments. Then take each of the segments, put it back in the bowl, and then keep it in the refrigerator to keep it cold. And when you're ready to start with your first cookie, take one piece of each color and just roll them out like you would if you were making snakes shapes with Play-Doh to about 6 inches or long or so, one of each color. I put 3 together and then I stacked the other ones on top. And then once all your colors are together, just kind of give them a little pinch so that they're stuck together, and then just roll it until you get one log shape with all the different ropes of all the different colors. And now we're going to give it a little twist. And that's, you're going to roll one hand one way and the other hand the other way to get a nice little twist to the rope shape. Then once you have a nice twist to it, so that you can see all the colors, just coil it around, and the end piece is going to go up over top, and just form the end into a point shape, and then just curl it around. Now I found that cookie kind of large, so what I did is for this one, I did the same thing. I rolled out all the pieces, and instead of just leaving it at that length, I rolled it the whole thing a little bit longer on the countertop to make about a 10 to 12 inch length, and then cut that in half. So what you end up with is a little bit smaller cookie, and I think it's actually a better size for a portion. Same thing, you just give it a twist by rolling the ends in different directions and then coiling it to resemble what you could imagine unicorn poop looks like. Now to decorate these further, you can take some of these little silver candy balls and just press them into the uncooked dough just to give it a little bit of texture. And then bake them at 375 degrees, 8 to 10 minutes, until they're set and the bottoms are lightly brown. And then place them on a wire rack to cool. Now I wanted to show you here that all my recipes I get the first time. I tried a different cookie dough recipe, and this is what I ended up with. Barely big cookies that were really flat when they baked. They baked up really flat. They tasted great. They looked good inside, but they just didn't retain their shape. So that's why I stuck with my tried and true cream cheese sugar cookie recipe. Now, once they're baked, you can also even add more sparkle to them by using sparkle gel. This is made by Wilton. I put a little bit in a container, and then I just brushed it on using a pastry brush. And this stuff will dry and harden a little bit afterwards, so the cookies won't stay really sticky. Then while the coating is still wet, add a few sprinkles if you'd like. I just had some little candy stars you can add on there. Really, whatever you have available is what you can use for these, and just use whatever you can imagine might end up in unicorn poop. Now, here is a picture of a unicorn that I found on the internet. I'll give a link to that in the description box as well. And all I did was use a photo editor, and I wrote unicorn poop on it using the photo editor. Now, to give these away, you can place some little plastic treat bags. I found those at the bulk barn, but you can get them also at the dollar store, or Michael's, or any craft store should have these. And then I took the little label I made and placed it over top of the bag, and then just simply stapled it on, just like it looks like a product for sale at a store. And there's the completed unicorn poop package. These would be really fun to hand out at birthday parties, maybe as a favor if you have maybe a unicorn or a rainbow theme to your party. Also, you might even use these for a bake sale, because I think these would certainly get a lot of looks and a lot of interest, because they're really kind of unusual. So unicorn poop, give it a try. And there's the interior of it. You can see how the colors are really kind of cool too.